In Georgia, investigators are working to learn what and who damaged the Georgia Guidestone. So far, we know part of the 42-year-old monument was damaged by some kind of explosive. It's all happening in Elbert County. That's near the South Carolina border. CBS 46's Zach Summers joins us there live. Zach, what's the latest for us?
Tracy, just within the last 15 minutes, the monument was leveled as crews were working the site. Those last three remaining pillars came falling down. The Guidestones is one of Georgia's most mysterious structures to this day. We don't know the true identity of the group responsible for erecting the granite monolith. Now, some 40 years later, after its inception, the GBI's Special Operations Unit, along with several law enforcement agencies, are sifting through the rubble, looking for clues into who tried to bring it down.
What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin', man? I'm just riding late night, trying to provoke thought. Something came across my radar today that was very interesting to me. If you know me, I'm a man that loves travel. I said this on another show. I love travel, I love seeing new things. It's some things that I want to achieve. One of my visits that was a goal of mine was to go to Hawaii. I did that. I wanted to see the Pearl Harbor situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to just watch this stuff on TV and not know if it's real. Another trip I want to go to is Egypt, man. I gotta go to Egypt. Like, if y'all been to Egypt before, tell me, like, what was y'all experience? Tell me y'all experience. One trip that I'm interested in, it ain't even 2 hours away from where I'm located. And I won't get to see it now because it has been destroyed. And that's the Georgia Guidestones. They got destroyed, well, yesterday now. Been working hard all night, man. My hands, feet, my brain, my spirit, everything been working today. But the Georgia Guidestones, back to it. Now, these things was erected in the 1980s. And I forgot the man's name who erected these things, but they said he could have been part of some sort of secret society or some sort of masonry or Illuminati or something of that nature, because if we know him, it's not a secret anymore, isn't it? People like to talk about a lot of conspiracy theories and things and secret societies and stuff, but if we know about it, it's not a secret. The secret didn't, it's in our face now. We got information on it. But this man erected these things right outside of Atlanta. I forgot the name of the city. It started with an E. But it's the Granite City. It's the city with the most granite in the United States. He wanted access to a place where he could create these big monuments. These big monuments with different sayings on them in different languages. Hieroglyphics, Hebrew, English, just multiple different languages. And they're called Guidestones, so it's like guidelines to life or whatever. I'm gonna mention a few of the things. And I'm not gonna say if I agree or disagree with the things or whatever, but the things is very intriguing to me. That's why I wanted to go see it. I gotta see some things with my own eyes that some people may not believe is real. I want to go to Rome too. That's another place I want to go to, because I watch a lot of the History Channel. It's very informational. I watch a lot of the BBC channel when I'm watching television, because I rarely watch television. Television isn't informational now, and it's propaganda and things on there that's trying to sell you something. Every time you watch it, somebody trying to sell you something. But I'm gonna name a few of the things that was inscribed on this thing. And the first one is the one that gets everybody's conspiracy theorists going. It said, maintain humanity under 5 million to be in balance with nature. Maintain humanity under 500 million to be in balance with nature. So we know right now on Earth is 6 billion people. So we're out of balance. Earthlings and capitalists could care less about maintaining balance. You got people on Earth that don't maintain their pH balance. They could care less about eating clean to preserve their own flesh. I kind of don't want to see people die or whatever though, but if that's the number, and where did that number come from? How did he come up with that number to put that on these guidelines? These things was destroyed yesterday, and they said that these things could survive an attack, a war, a nuclear bomb, and all of this stuff. Like it was hundreds of thousands of tons. It weighed tons. Who wanted them destroyed? Like, this stuff is all over YouTube too. Like, individuals done went to the place and shot videos of it. So unless YouTube go down, the information will still be out there without the stones standing. But who wanted to see the stones fall? And when they come out, these things got cameras all around them. When they come out, when they find out who destroyed it, if they do find out who destroyed it, I won't believe the media, because the media is about propaganda. That was the first one. Number 2 says, guide reproduction wisely. Reproduce what? Humanity? Humans? Should we experiment with reproduction and see which humans are the smartest and the healthiest? Which race is the healthiest? What does that mean in totality? And these things is written in different languages, so different people could have their perception on what those things mean. Like, okay, so recently the Roe v. Wade thing just happened. Is that gonna help with reproduction? Is that gonna hinder reproduction? Is that gonna not allow control from the government of reproduction? What is it? What is it doing? What does that mean? That's number 2. Number 3 says, unite humanity with a different or a new language. Is it English? No, that is the common language. That is the language that most people know, but a new language. This was 1980 when these things was built. Is there a new language being created that all humans will understand and know? What does that mean? Is that because language isn't just speaking. I'm just here to provoke thought. That's what podcasting, that's what my channel, that's what I do, is to provoke thought. A new language. Love language. You can speak to someone without speaking. What is that new language? What is the language that should have been created in 1980? Will we know it? Is it a hidden language? Is it a language that only the elite will know? Is it a language that can preserve humanity, that can preserve the earth? Is this about preserving the earth? That's interesting. So I skipped down to number 10. Be not a cancer to the earth. Leave room for nature. As we can see, the world is overpopulated. Is that why COVID came about? Is that why COVID was created, to decrease population? But then we got the Roe v. Wade law reversed, and now we're trying to increase population. Is it a war going on that we don't know about between the powers that be? And what is that war? Get in the comment section. Help me out, man. I just like to learn. I like to provoke thought. That's interesting. I'm about to do my research on this some more. This just a research ride home, man. Just to think, to talk the talk, man. And the last one before I get up off of here, man, I'm gonna play some videos at the beginning and the end about this Georgia guide, this monument that was standing for 42 years. Standing for 42 years, so it almost became a historical monument. It didn't get the chance to be 50 years old, but it almost became a historical monument. And the last one, let all nations rule internally. Like I said, it got to be some sort of war going on that we may not know about. And the guy who created these monuments wanted the people that come after us, because we all know that if it was real that dinosaurs existed, if it was real that the earth destroyed the dinosaurs, that living beings that get destroyed every tens of thousands of years, then something should come after us. Was he trying to create a sign that would no longer be standing because it got destroyed yesterday? Let all nations rule internally. I agree with that. I don't think we should be buttoning other nations' business, but you know, the United States is the worldwide police. We police the world. We want to control the world. We go to war with people for things that's needed. I can't find the proper term that I want to say right now, but for oil and sugar and things that is necessary in America. Let all nations rule internally. We're the only nation that rules internally in peace, America. But man, just help me out, man. Let's discuss this together. I'm gonna do a podcast coming up next week, going more in depth with this when I do my research. Me and Troy coming back on. We're gonna do an episode of the Two Brothers. The Jackson Boys coming back on, and then I'm gonna do a Cabernet conversation, man, with a friend of mine. He's gonna call in, and we're gonna talk the talk, man. I'm gonna do a visual podcast, a dope one too. I've been working on it for a while, a couple of them for a while. But man, I'm out, man. Y'all be safe. Remain knowledgeable. Keep educating yourself. Keep reading. Keep researching, man. And gain a perspective for yourself. Don't just rebuttal and repeat what other people have said without research and be a follower. Lead yourself. You don't have to lead nobody else. Lead yourself. But I'm out. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. Chill.